Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the No Quest Hardcore Ironman. As you can see, we are still 0 quest points, and in the last episode we got the fishing skill cape, and that finished our big Chad Slayer attire that we will be putting into use in just a second. But before we jump into Slayer, I wanted to take care of farming, because the best time to start farming was before all of this fishing, and the second best time is now. What I usually did for farming was quests to get it up, and then birdhouse run a bunch to get a lot of tree seeds and boost my farming level that way. But since both of those activities are kinda a no-go for this account, we're gonna have to go and plant some potatoes and keep close track of this until we can get to some faster training methods. So I'm gonna go plant my initial crops, and then we're gonna move into Slayer. Our first farming venture, I bought a bunch of potato seeds, and I also remembered we could buy pineapples and start making super compost. I will not have access to ultra compost, sadly, without Fossil Island, but super compost is not only very useful for all the obvious reasons of saving your plants, but also it's pretty decent XP early on, so after we gather it later, we should get a bunch of pretty decent XP. Potatoes planted and compost bin filled, so I moved to Berthorpe, and Turiel wants me to start off hunting ice fiends. I could have done the natural history quiz, but it's technically a mini quest, although it's not on the mini quest list. But it could be interpreted as a mini quest, and I really don't want my account ruined if Jagex ever implements that in the future, so we'll just leave that 1000 XP and start off with just regular task from Turiel over here. Ice Fiends done, Zombies done, Spiders done, and Minotaurs done. And since that was our 4th task, that means we can start getting Slayer points starting from another, so I will no longer do Turiel tasks, and I would like to move to Neve. Problem is that Neve assigns tasks starting at 85 combat, so I guess I'll just go train combat wherever now, and at 85 we will go to the Gnome Stronghold. Here's 80 strength, and with it 85 combat. Let's get our first task from Neve, and we got Anko. Pretty good. And I wanted to talk about tasks. On the screen right now I should be showing you a list of all the tasks that I can get from Neve, and the cool thing about it is that, you know, since we cannot start or do any of the quests because that's our restriction, then the list is extremely limited, because pretty much all of the tasks require some kind of quest to start. None of those tasks are particularly egregious, so I'm pretty happy about that. But the biggest downside is that since we don't have any quest points, we also cannot have any blocks. So whatever we get, we have to do or skip. Anko's done. Here's our first Slayer points, and I think from this point onward I will no longer update you every single task just when something interesting happens. I just got a Dragonstone from those black demons. That's my next task. Also, side note, I'm doing them with a fire strike because I don't yet have overheads to tank them, and it takes ages to kill one. Anyways, we have a Dragonstone before I ever completed a Crystal Key, so I guess that's interesting. I don't have the crafting level to turn it into anything. Since I'm a hardcore, training Slayer is something that I'd like to do while paying attention, so I needed something to do while AFKing at work. So I got my Hasidius favor to 100, and we're gonna trade Perry in the Woodcutting Guild so I can buy a Rune Axe. This is probably the best way for me to get a Rune Axe, and I'll be woodcutting some of those trees. I'm not sure which ones yet, but you know, whatever's working, I guess. So, given my previous track record, you might be thinking that now is gonna be, oh, and by the way, here's 99 woodcutting, haha, clip. But no, here's actually 70. And I decided to cut oaks because I need a lot of them to train construction later on, and there's no good oak spawn inside the Woodcutting Guild. Actually, the best one is here in Hasidius next to the bank, but they cut really fast even without the Woodcutting Guild boost. And with the 70 woodcutting, we actually got to clean 1000 total. Actually, it turns out I was wrong, and the best method of obtaining oak planks would probably be to cut them in Woodcutting Guild and turn them into planks at the same time. So I will be switching activities, and we're gonna start training some mining and eventually just place the account at Motherlode Mine and probably never get out of there until 99. And here's 15 mining, so we can sit at iron for a pretty long time until we get 72 smithing to go into MLM upper floor. Getting that 15 mining wasn't enough bronze bars to get me to 15 smithing as well, so I went to the Shanty Pass and bought a bunch of bronze bars. This should be enough to get smithing to 15 and start benefiting from iron. And I wanted to touch on smithing because it's probably gonna be the absolutely hardest skill to train on this account. And from now on, I think I will be using all of my XP lamps on smithing indeed. And if you think I'm crazy, then please remember that I have one Herblord and I cannot really use lamps on it. So what are my other choices? I think prayer would be a good one, but I still think that training prayer at pest control will be easier than training smithing on this account. And rune crafting will be AFK as hell, so I think smithing it is. And without blast furnace, this is gonna be a very long and very unpleasant journey to 99 smith. 72 mining is really far off though, so I decided I will go back to training Slayer, but found out I can't, because I don't have any more fire strikes. I got a Hellhound's task, and I can't really buy anymore, because I don't have much GP, so I will probably be forced to train thieving to afford fire strikes. But I guess that's just how the Iron Man cookie crumbles, so I will go ahead and train some thieving, and I hope you go ahead and have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye. You know what, actually I really liked the whole get 199 per video thing we had going on, so at least for the time being I think I'll continue with it. So I guess we are en route on to 99 thieving this video. And here is level 55. I did fruit stalls pretty much all the way, a little bit of bakery stalls in Ardoin at the start to bank some cakes. And now we can pickpocket Knights of Ardoin, and that is gonna be what I'm gonna do at least. Well, not at least. I plan to do it to 99. Without RD Cape that I can't get without doing quests, they never stop failing, so this is probably gonna be extremely annoying, but I would like to get the gold they give a lot. And with that, I think now is the best time to go and get the Rogue's outfit, so we can double the amount we pickpocket. Full Rogue's outfit done. 60 thieving, 70 thieving. We got the XP tome while thieving, and that will be 43 prayer, and that means we have all the overheads now. The most important one, protect from melee, and that means I can do my Slayer in a lot safer environment down the line. I switched it up and left Knights for a little while to grab a Xerix Talisman, and we just got it extremely early into the Stone Chest grind. I actually wasn't even teleported out once, so that is extremely lucky. So I will stay here for a little longer. The XP is pretty decent. I would like to get enough Xerixian fabrics for a full set of salad robes, and we still need a bunch of those Lizardman fangs to get some teleports in this thing. And here is level 80 thieving, and now we're gonna stop training this. As you can see, this whole level 99 in every video thing ended as soon as it started. The reason for stopping now is we get enough cash to continue with Slayer, and actually I would like to finish off 99 thieving at Master Farmers because I will get a bunch of GP from other skills, but if we want to bank 99 Herblord, then I will have to do a bunch of Master Farmers as well, so why not do them on the road to 99. And Master Farmers scale with our farming level, so I will actually have to get my farming level far higher before they become efficient. So this is over for thieving training now. I will go buy the runes and continue with training Slayer. We also did a bunch of other things when I needed to AFK while training this, because as you can imagine, with those high fail rates, training thieving was slow, and I did have a bunch of downtime. But I'll talk all about that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hope you had a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.